What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Unhinged show. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Luke. This is James. And James, I'm starting to get jealous, man. I'm starting to get jealous.
Why is that?
Because, 2 years ago, you got to enjoy a Michigan Wolverine football national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly before, a Rangers
World
Series championship. Then earlier this year, you got to witness the Seattle Seahawks football Super Bowl championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday, on your birthday,
On my birthday.
on your Jordan Day,
On my
Jordan Day,
LeBron Day.
on your 23rd birthday, you got to witness a Michigan basketball national championship. So
Yeah, dude.
that's really cool, man. I feel good for you. It's kind of lame, but it is what it is.
Lame.
It's not lame. It's cool. It's cool. And hey, listen, I'm gonna feel that this summer because the Spurs are gonna win it all. It's gonna be awesome. But we'll wait for that though.
No, my Pistons.
We just need the Nuggets to lose. That's all we need to happen. To be honest with you. Anyway, so the UConn Huskies took on your Michigan Wolverines. UConn is basically what's the football equivalent? I mean, just one of the best, like maybe the
Clemson,
school,
Alabama, the Ohio States of basketball. That's just what they are known for.
The only team to have the women's and the men's basketball team win the Natty in the same year. 2 different years, by the way. Absolutely insane stat line. They're the guys. Michigan hasn't been there in 37 years, if I'm not mistaken.
They haven't won in 37 years. The last time they made a Natty was in 2018.
Okay, so that's still some pretty recent success, though.
Yeah.
A solid program for sure.
Yeah.
And since the beginning of the year, they were kicking butt.
Oh, yeah.
They were kicking absolute tail. And then during the run that they had during March, 101-80 versus Howard, 95-72 versus SLU, which is, I guess that's what is that?
St. Louis.
St. Louis University.
That had the dude named Robbie Avalea, which played at Indiana State, if I do believe, and he went off last year for them.
90-77 against Bama.
Mm-hmm.
95-62 versus Tennessee, an absolute belting. And then 91-73 versus Arizona, which everyone thought that would be a way better game than it was.
Yep.
UConn had done pretty good too. 82-71 versus Furman, which shout out Furman, that's actually a pretty good score for them. 73-57 versus UCLA. 67-63 versus Michigan State, big rivalry there.
Yeah.
And then 73-72 to Duke. So they had played a lot closer games. You guys have kind of handled your opponents way better.
Yep.
You could easily say. And this game was a great game. I feel like Michigan had, I didn't watch the game live, but I looked at it. I kept up with it. Seems like Michigan kind of had control most of the game, no?
They did have control, but it wasn't ever a feeling in this game.
You weren't satisfied until then.
No, because of how, you said you didn't watch it, but if you did, and people that did watch it, this is, for me at least, one of the most physical basketball games I've ever watched.
Really?
Every single possession for both teams, going down the court, at least somebody was on the ground. Bodies were hitting the floor. Defense was being played.
They both
Physical defense was being played. Both of the coaches, when I was looking up, because Dan Hurley is, he's hilarious to watch.
Mm-hmm.
If you take a second and watch him while the play is going on. Same thing with Dusty May. Both of them are just so animated.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell that it was a national championship game. Sometimes when you get in this moment, the national championship is worse than the games leading up to it. This game had it all.
This game had it all. And 69-63. Great game. What a great spread, too. Michigan, 6.5. So someone took that over and regrets it.
I would have took it over.
Again, I don't really know what else to say, man. I would give you the floor on this one. You're the big Michigan guy. But again, congratulations on a big victory.
Yeah. So, the 37 years in the making for this game. This is Dusty May's second year at the program. Last year, he led us to a Sweet 16, and years before that with Juwan Howard. There was some good that came out of Juwan, but most people remember the bad, us going 8-24 before Dusty got there. And us being, we are known for football, but we are also a very good basketball school, and with Juwan and how it all ended, it was almost as if basketball was we were mediocre, and that's not how we should be, especially with the Fab Five and the legacy that we have.
Yeah.
Dusty coming in first year, taking us to the Sweet 16 and getting recruits, and then this year leading us all the way to the championship and losing, I believe, only two times this year. I think, if I do three. Sorry, Purdue in the Big Ten tournament, Wisconsin earlier in the year, and I think we lost to someone else. But still, great season. This is the first time that a full starting five won a national championship when all of them transferred in. Full starting five, none of them played at Michigan before. First time that ever happened. First time that in a consecutive tournament, every game you scored 90 or more points. The previous record was 4. We broke that with 5. 5 straight games of 90 points scored.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I knew we were going to be pretty damn good in the Vegas tournament earlier on this season. We beat the shit out of Auburn, which Auburn ended up winning the NIT, which the NIT is a secondary March Madness tournament. And in that same tournament, in the championship, we beat the piss out of Gonzaga 101-62.
Gonzaga?
Yeah.
Oof.
And so when we beat the crap out of Gonzaga, I knew that we were going to be for real. Just hopefully it being in November, being earlier on in the year, that like we still had that same fight coming in the Big Ten year. Yeah, because Big Ten is the best conference in basketball, hands down.
Is it?
It is, for sure. I mean, we went 5-0 against the SEC in this tournament, so.
You did?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. So, SEC fucking sucks at everything. But here nor there. But, yeah, Arizona game. People thought that it was going to be closer than it was. People thought that the winner of that was going to win the Natty, and both teams were even. Arizona is very good defensively, offensively, number 1 seed. Same thing with Michigan. We beat them 91-76. So I was kind of expecting us to do the same thing to UConn, winning by 6, whatever. This is the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, that Michigan didn't have 10 or more threes in one. Every game that we lost, the 2 or 3 games that we lost, we had less than 10 threes. And we went 2 for 15 from beyond the arc in the total of the game. We went 0 for 8 first half, and we were still leading at halftime 33-28. Or 33-29. Come out in the second half. Yaxel, our best player, Big Ten player of the year, he was dealing with an injury that he had in the Big Ten tournament, lingered on, and played well in the March Madness tournament, and then got hurt again against Arizona, rolled his ankle, and was dealing with that all game yesterday, and ended up playing decent. Still fought hard. Offensively, he had 13 points, but on defense, it wasn't as if like he was a liability.
Yeah.
Shout out him. Shout out Roddy Gale. Shout out Addy Mara. Happy birthday to him. I share a birthday with Addy Mara, our 7'3" center from Spain. And then Morez, Johnson, and Burnett. All those guys, when I was watching the game, they were fighting tooth and nail on defense. Some of those guys didn't really do much on offense, like Burnett or Roddy Gale. Roddy Gale had a putback dunk, which got the crowd on fire. But Burnett, when he was on the court, he was fighting past screens, denying the ball from UConn's best offensive players, and we got them in foul trouble early. One of their best offensive players fouled out. With like 6 to 5 minutes left in the game, and then their other offensive weapon had like 2 or 3, which 5 fouls in college gets you out of the game. So they were dealing with that. We were hitting our free throws. We there for a second had 20 consecutive free throws made. And I think we ended up going like 23 of 25, 24 of 24, or 22 of 24. And making those free throws is crucial winning these close-knit games. There at the end, like you said, you didn't watch. UConn comes down and banks a 3 to put them within 4, and then we end up missing back-to-back free throws, and then they get the ball and shoot another 3, and I thought that their luck was about to go fucking crazy. We were about to choke this thing away. They end up missing it. We get the rebound. we end up winning the game. But there for a second, I was about to shit my pants. Like, holy crap.
there was a second where you were like,
like
shoot.
UConn's about to do the same thing that they did to Duke. Because that's what happened with them and Duke. But yeah, man, this game was for the Fab Five. Fucking Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, Ray Jackson, Jimmy King, and Juwan Howard. This game was for the 2013 team. Trey Burke, Glenn Robinson, Tim Hardaway, Karis LeVert, Nick Stauskas, and the team that I grew up watching, 2018, the team that got me into Michigan basketball. Mo Wagner, Jordan Poole, Isaiah Livers, Chris Matthews, Duncan Robinson, Xavier Simpson, Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahim.
Sick.
That guy. That team got me into Michigan basketball. Losing to Villanova, 79-62 was that team. 2013 was the Trey Burke team, losing 82-76. And then Fab Five, they lost back-to-back years in the national championship. 92 to Duke, 71-51, and then 93 to UNC, 77-71. So 37 years in the making for this, for Michigan to get their second national championship in school history, and it being against UConn, one of the powerhouses in college basketball.
Makes it better.
Makes it feel like legitimate, you know, like instead of Michigan's Natty and football being Washington.
It's not like a Mickey Mouse win.
Yeah, like if we would have, I don't know, played someone else, like
We also had like a miracle run.
Yeah, like us playing Washington, like
Yeah.
we won a Natty in football, like no one's gonna take that away from us. But like if we would have beaten like a Georgia in the Natty, it just makes that win much sweeter.
Yeah.
But yeah, Natty was great. Tournament was fire all around. I mean, to get us started off, TCU and Ohio State. You watched that game.
I did. I watched that one. That made me happy.
The first game of the tournament started out hot. Started out on fire.
Yep.
Ooh.
We get fried by Duke next week, but it's okay.
Yeah, y'all get fried by Duke in the round of 32.
Still got one. Yeah.
But it's fuck UNC, fuck St. Mary, and fuck BYU. Fuck BYU because AJ Biyamisu dropped like 40-something points against Texas, and they still lost.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
In college, you dropped 47 points.
Like 40-something points and still lost.
Lose?
Yeah.
That's horrific.
None of the other players had more than maybe 10, I think.
That sounds like Cooper Flag with the Mavs right now,
Bro.
Talk about that. Anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, round of 64 was to be expected. I believe all the favorites in the round of 64 won, I think. And then St. John's in Kansas was a horrible game up until late. And then St. John's gets the game-winning layup, knocks Kansas out of the tournament. Iowa was the first major upset of the tournament against Florida, beating a number 9 seed, beating a number 1. You can say High Point against Wisconsin was an upset as well in the round of 64. High Point being a 12 against a 5. But a number 1 seed going down that early, especially it being the defending champs, was crazy. And the way they lost, too. I heard Florida wasn't shooting the ball well. Iowa gets an inbound pass. Nobody's denying the ball either. So it's just a free run. Dude, it's a 2-on-1. Dude passes it to his teammate in the corner. Bang, 3, 76-73 win. Texas beat the Zags in the round of 62 or the round of 32, which should have been expected. I didn't expect the Zags to do much in this tournament after the way that we beat them earlier on. And then we get to the Sweet 16. Iowa extends their story, going another round. They, I would say, were the Cinderella. They made it all the way to the Elite Eight. Arkansas gets decimated by Arizona.
Everyone was high on Arkansas.
Everyone was high on Arkansas because of that dude Darius Acuff, which I think you remember me talking about him a little bit. John Calipari and his point guards, it's like peanut butter and jelly. They just go great together. Yeah. He had Derrick Rose, John Wall, De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk.
Okay.
Yeah. So like guys. Okay. John Calipari coached, and he said that Darius is the best point guard he's ever had. Darius Acuff averaged 29.5. We can round up 30 points this tournament in 4 games.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so he whoever gets him in the draft,
they're getting a guy.
They're getting a gem. They're getting a bona fide starter. Probably one of the best point guards to lace him up.
Who would you say is the number 1 prospect in the NBA draft? Is he up there?
Yeah, he would be up there. Him.
Is there a clear number 1 like there's been the past couple years or no?
I don't think
'Cause
so.
I haven't kept up with it.
I don't think so.
Mm.
I know Yaxel is going to be a first round pick, which is Michigan's best player. I don't think he's a top 5 though. Darius is definitely up there. That AJ kid from BYU,
Yeah.
he is up there. And I'm sure there's some foreigners
Yeah,
that we haven't heard of that are going to be up there. No, there is a clear number 1. Cameron Boozer, dude from Duke.
From Duke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude from Duke.
Okay, so another Duke guy.
Another Duke guy. He's going to be number 1.
Norm. Yeah.
But Arizona pummels Arkansas. Darius Acuff averaged 30 points in 4 games of the tournament, and then we dominated Bama in the Sweet 16. Tennessee upset Iowa State, which that was a 6 and a 2. Gets to the Elite 8. One of the best games of the tournament. Duke UConn, bruh. Did you hear about that game? Did you watch that
crazy.
game?
73-72. I didn't watch it, but I watched the highlights.
Did you see what happened?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Duke was up 44-29 at half. At one point, they were up 19 points to UConn. UConn comes all the way back. At the end of the game, Duke is still up. You said the final score was what?
73-72.
73-72. So they had 70-72. Duke is having an inbound pass. Get it into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer immediately gets swarmed. Cameron throws it up to his brother Caden. Caden has 2 people wide ass, butt ass naked open down the court, okay? 2 people on him. Nobody on these guys in sight. All he has to do is throw it all the way up in the air just for his dude to come underneath and catch it. He throws it, UConn tips the ball, throws it up to a dude. Bro shoots it 50 feet, 60 feet from the basket, laces that shit. 73-72 win with like 0.3 seconds left, and it was a freshman that did it.
Yeah, okay, I did see that, yeah.
Knocked Duke out of the tournament, probably like... Every time when I watch Duke, something tragic happens to them, and it's a shame because I haven't been able to see like a Duke championship. And yeah, I know Duke beat Michigan in way back when, destroying the Fab Five, Christian Laettner, all that shit. But there have been players out of Duke, and I respect the Duke brand. There's a bird flying around.
Yeah, no, I keep hearing it. There's probably a nest in here somewhere.
Yeah, I respect Duke. I loved Coach K, so like I was always a Duke guy. Paulo Banchero, loved him. Cooper Flagg. Yeah. But every year, man, something tragic happens to the Blue Devils. And then Iowa gets decimated, or not decimated, but Iowa loses to Illinois, ending their Cinderella. Arizona beats Purdue, and then again, Michigan dominates Tennessee 95-62. Final 4 comes. It's UConn, Illinois, Michigan, Arizona. UConn versus Illinois was a battle. UConn pulls away late because of Reed and Mullins. Reed, I believe, had 17 points, 12 rebounds, and Mullins had 13 or 14, which that's that rookie kid that laced it against Duke. And then another domination from Michigan. Michigan wins 91-73. Mara had 26 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Elliott Cano had a calm 13. Trey McKinney had 16 points, 4 for 6 from 3. And then you get to last night, on my birthday, Michigan wipes the floor with UConn. That was March Madness tournament. It was awesome.
There you go, dude. Yeah, it sounded cool.
This is a great tournament. I was more keen on it and watching more just because Michigan was great. But like I said before the tournament started in earlier pods or just off the pod as well, March Madness is one of my favorite times of the year. I know we love football, and football is our number one, but there's so much other great sporting events once football is over, like March Madness, where just insane shit happens.
The passion is there, right? You know, if I'm not mistaken, where was the national championship game played at? Wasn't it in Detroit?
Indianapolis.
So it was a
Michigan still traveled, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, Michigan's right down the road, but, I mean, but I know it was a Michigan-heavy crowd, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were there, like, I saw
it was like 90-10.
Yeah, that's unreal. Anyway, like, you see the passion, right, just like you do with college football. And that's why I like college football so much, because there is so much passion, right?
Exactly.
And there's definitely that with basketball, too. So it's cool to see. College basketball is awesome, and I'm going to try to be more into it.
I've always wanted to, like, every year I tell myself I'm going to watch from the start to the end. I'm not going to just pick it up in March Madness, because I do want to know, like, the guys, because, like, for the NBA, like we watch college football so much to where we know those players.
It's almost like we like get to know them. We don't, but like you know what I'm saying. We know how they play. We know from week one. We're like
that
all
guy's
Saturday.
gonna do great in the NFL.
Like we just know him so well, and it's not like that with like literally anything else for me.
Yeah, like late round picks, 3rd to 5th round. Like some of those guys we still know, like or we've heard the name from late night games, and we're like, oh shit, that guy did this, so he might be a steal for this team.
That's why I've been so into the draft the past like 3 or 4 years, like later on, because I know all these players. Like I know who could go 7th round, like because that's a guy that I've watched and I've probably been like, this guy's a dog. This guy's gonna be a steal for them, you know.
Or like those earlier weeks, like week 0, week 1 or 2, where like a dude from Hawaii or some shit goes the fuck off, and you get an alert on your phone, and then that guy gets drafted, and you're just like, oh. Holy shit.
I remember that. He had the pick 6.
But
yeah.
I've wanted that feeling with college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And like earlier on when Michigan was good, like during that 2018 era, like and I was watching consistently, and I was into the NBA too. So it started to feel like that. And then we got bad, and then I just completely stopped watching college basketball a little bit. And then I got into hockey. And so like I didn't really care. But now I wanna start getting back into college basketball just because of how we got the number 1 overall recruit, I think, in this recruiting class for college basketball, 5-star recruit out of Sierra Canyon, that's where Bronny went to high school. He's coming to Michigan, and with the NIL, like Michigan is going to be good. Dusty May is a great coach. So a few of these guys on the Natty team are coming back, like Elliot Cadeau, our point guard. He will be back playing with our 5-star freshman. So we'll be good.
Yeah. Hey, shout out though. Anyways, are you any more thoughts on that, or
no? Michigan is just the best team in
everything.
Michigan is the best.
It's the pinnacle of
in college.
Michigan as a state, I mean, is the pinnacle of
sports.
Because again, we talked about the women's hockey team had a lot of Michigan players, right? The men's hockey team had a lot of Michigan players.
The goalie against Canada from Michigan, Jack Hughes, game-winning goal from Michigan.
Yep.
Dylan Larkin, captain from Michigan.
Yep. I mean, I think there's other examples you could probably think of.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, that's the pinnacle.
The
of
only
sports.
team in Michigan right now that's not doing great is the Red Wings. They are like wanting to not make the playoffs for whatever reason, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
They just don't feel like it.
They lost to the New York Rangers, which New York Rangers are a great hockey team, but for whatever reason they're doing bad. They're like the 2nd or 3rd worst team in the league. They lost 4-1 against them. The Red Wings did.
Ooh.
Yep. And then they lost the next game. They were down 4-1 or 3-0, and they came all the way back, tied it up 4-4, lost 5-4 in regulation to the Wild. Which the Wild have already clinched, but Red Wings just aren't winning games right now, and they're like this is the wild card line. They're right here.
They're just playing with it.
Yep.
They're teasing it.
Yeah.
That's annoying. That's the most annoying shit.
That's
I'd rather just be ass than play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. How are the Stars doing? Good?
Top 2 in the league.
Really?
I mean, they lost to the Avalanche Saturday night 2-0, but they're gonna win the cup. It's whatever.
I hope so. We're gonna go into our next segment, which is agree or disagree. We came up with a few questions. We were gonna do 8. I was brainstorming, ended up coming with 11. Some of these are easier than others. It's meant to have fun. Maybe spark a little bit of debate. Maybe rage debate a little. Maybe not. We'll see. We're going to have some fun. Test our opinions. Let us know what you think of our opinions. Do we know ball? Should we have an opinion? Should we just die? Let's find out.
You start. Because you have 11 out of 10.
Yeah. Lion King is a top 10 animated movie of all time. I agree.
I disagree.
So I knew you would. Why are you disagreeing? What's better?
All right. Well,
because I knew you have your notes there.
This is a fun little game that we're doing. So I don't even think it's like top 10 Disney animated. And so I was just running.
Lion King,
I was running through the list.
Disney.
To be fair, I was never a Lion King kid. I respect it. I respect the movie. I respect the music. The music is great. I'm sure the musical is great. The animation for when it came out is amazing. And the story is great. The characters are great. Scar is iconic.
It's a masterpiece.
Just for me, when I was growing up, when I watched Lion King, I just thought it was I did. When I was a kid, I thought there was other movies that I liked. There was other movies I'd like better that I would rather watch, and these are these movies: Up, Snow White, Cars, Monsters Inc., Fantasia, Robin Hood with the Fox, the old Robin Hood, banger, Fox and the Hound, Jungle Book, Tron Legacy, Nemo, Toy Story 3, Peter Pan, Goofy Movie, Tarzan, Hercules, Nightmare Before Christmas, Chicken Little, the Winnie the Pooh movie, Brother Bear, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and Alice in Wonderland.
Chicken Little over Lion King.
Yep.
Interesting. Some of those, the Winnie the Pooh movie was fire. I haven't watched it in probably 20 years, but
when I saw it pop up when I was making like
I remember
list,
being
shit.
very fond of that. Tron Legacy over Lion King. Tron Legacy over Lion King.
I can see, yeah, that's not
That's
even.
just, and I haven't again. I've never seen it, but like I just find that crazy.
It's not even.
It's not even a debate.
Like there is levels to this shit, and Tron is like up here. Lion King's like way this way.
Numbers. I'm glad. But stand on your shit though.
Tron Legacy is one of the greatest movies I've ever watched.
I like that, dude. I like that. Some movies, you watch them and you just can't forget about them.
No, I will. That
and
movie.
He's never even seen the 1980 Tron either.
I don't need to because it's so peak.
He doesn't need to. He's a big Tron guy here. Man, it's just a shame that Tron Ares couldn't live up to that. But yeah, so Lion King.
We don't think about that movie.
Lion King is worse than Tron Legacy.
It is.
Wow.
Anyone with a brain would think that.
Anyone with a brain.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your question?
Agree or disagree? Kanye is better than Tame Impala.
Agree, not close. Agree.
What?
Are you serious? That's not even.
I disagree with that. I think.
Hold on. What aside from currents?
The impact. I give you the artistry of like outside music. I give you, but I think as like musical artists, I think Tame Impala is more impressive than what Kanye does.
As a musical artist,
yeah, Tame Impala makes
his
all
like
his
beats
shit.
and so Kanye produces like he's a main producer in a lot of albums and he produces a lot of his own stuff too.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I just like Tame Impala's music better.
Aside from currents, there's literally nothing that Tame Impala has that reaches the peaks of. I would take Bully over everything but like maybe Currents. Definitely Currents is definitely better than Bully, but that might be it.
Tame Impala produced some songs on Astro World.
Which ones? I don't know.
I can't.
I thought you were talking about just them as like an artist, like just their catalog.
I like his
I would
music
have had to done more research on that.
I'm not.
I love Kevin Parker.
Creme de creme, right? That's what we're talking about. Artists, okay. Fuck off. This is
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just find myself listening to Tame Impala's music more. Graduation is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yeah,
you can agree that. Yeah. My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
There's like 7 Kanye albums that are better.
Pablo is actually overrated as fuck.
I'll go. Currents is so good. I don't want to disrespect. I think there's 3 Kanye albums that are definitely better than Currents, and I don't think when there's 3
albums on that Kanye has are better than Currents.
Graduation, Yeezus, Pablo.
Pablo is not better than Currents.
Pablo is amazing. Pablo is amazing.
Overrated.
Oh, what's the other one? There's actually one more. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's 4. That's 4. Okay.
Pablo is not. But 4. I'll give you the other 3.
Pablo is.
No, it's not. Pablo is overrated as fuck.
And Bully might be his best album since like 2018. That was the one. That's when Ye came out. Okay, sorry. That's that's not true. I know you don't like. He doesn't like Kanye, you guys.
I like Kanye. When did I ever say I didn't?
I
like Kanye more.
You think he's overrated though? Yes or no?
I think the glaze is a bit that most people do, right? Like I think it is a bit. Okay.
It is to an extent, but a lot of it's real.
I like Kanye outside of music. Like I like Kanye as the creator. I like Kanye as like the clothing artist.
The Yeezys are fire.
His philosophy, the way he talks and thinks, like I find that very interesting. Like I agree with a lot of the points he makes.
Yeah.
And Graduation is one of my favorite albums ever. But other than that, like I have the Dawn to vinyl because I think some of that stuff
Kids
is crazy.
See Ghosts, his album he did with Kid Cudi. That one's better.
I don't know, man. I just don't think I don't think Kanye's agree or disagree. Kanye is better than Tame Impala, and saying Tame Impala is better than Kanye. I don't think it's that crazy of a take like you and majority of the internet would think.
Okay, Tame Impala is awesome. Like, I mean, again, Currents is like the best album.
If we're taking
like ever.
them
One of the best albums
both,
ever.
like everything that I just included with Kanye, I'm taking Kanye. But music wise, I would rather.
That doesn't make sense. Wait.
Like Tame Impala doesn't do the clothing and the.
So you're
like,
saying overall you take Kanye?
I would take Kanye, but if I'm going on a deserted island and and like Texas is about to get blown up or some shit, and I have to go to an island, I have to take I have to take musical artists. I'm taking Tame Impala over Kanye.
Jeez.
Strictly because of Currents.
Okay, take Currents out.
Yeah, obviously I'm taking.
Because you could take 2 or 3 Kanye albums out, and it's still better in my opinion. Anyway, that's good. I like that.
You can't take if you take My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Graduation off of Kanye, I'm taking Tame.
Still got Yeezus there, bro.
I need to re-listen to that. I know that's your favorite, right?
Yeezus is so good.
Yeah, so
I'm really high on Yeezus.
That's like that's like kind of where we've gotten our generation of music now, with like the Cardis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the 808s and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. But hey,
fire.
Both top tier.
There you go. Okay.
There you go.
This is a good little discussion.
Oh God.
Agree or disagree? A great antagonist is better than a great protagonist.
A great antagonist is better than a great protagonist? Dude, that's so hard. I think it just depends, right? But like,
I agree, man.
I think it depends. Because like you can have a movie where
think about when you have a great antagonist that stands out. Think
like
about
Luke
how much
Skywalker
more
is a great protagonist, but I like Darth Vader more.
Think about how
he's a great.
When you think of think about your favorite comic book movies of all time. What's one thing they all have?
A great villain.
An amazing villain.
Yeah.
That's kind of my point, right?
To where they can like, it's like ping pong. They're going back and forth. Like they're both
exactly
great, where they can like
and then
great chemistry.
You can have a great comic book film, but if it has a lazy villain, like I just think a great villain just elevates. Like I'm still talking about straight comic movies, but in anything, a great antagonist can just elevate.
It will pull the best out of
everyone.
The hero.
It just elevates a material so much more. Because I feel like any good movie should have a good protagonist, and I don't know. I just feel like that's basic. But having a great bad guy, a really great one that you can sympathize with, one that is really just goes head to head with the antagonist or the protagonist. I just think there's something about that just really elevates the material so much more. Like like I said, a great antagonist will elevate material more than a great protagonist will.
So what is the question? A great antagonist is better?
Is better, yeah.
I would agree because I tend to find myself liking the villains more just because they're cooler.
Fair.
But what would you say?
I agree.
You would agree on that?
Again, because I'm just thinking about like some of my favorite movies of all time, comic or not, have great antagonists. Have like memorable ones.
See, now like the Batman 2, I love Robert Pattinson's Batman so much that like it would have to take a hero performance out of Sebastian Stan's Harvey Dent, which we just got that confirmed, and then Barry Keoghan's Joker for me to like them over Robert.
Like a lot of the shows I'm watching right now, Daredevil, Kingpin, unbelievable. And you haven't even watched. You've watched some of it.
I've seen a little bit of the Netflix stuff.
Okay, and Invincible, Thrag, Conquest, Omni-Man in season 1. Homelander. That's about to start.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, oh, dude, yeah, like, it just elevates material so much.
Yeah, the Turtles without Shredder, I don't think.
Optimus Prime, Megatron, right? Like a Thanos.
Yeah.
The Joker, any version of the Joker, right? Joker elevates Batman so much as a character.
Facts.
Think about that.
Yeah.
There's a reason why people think they should stop using Joker, because he's in everything. Why is he in everything? Oh, probably because he's the best villain ever, right?
Yeah, but I do agree with that.
The Superman movie.
Use other shit.
The Superman movie.
They only use
Lex Luthor was the best, arguably the best part of that movie, right?
The best part.
I think so. Anyway, yeah.
Agree or disagree, the Cowboys will never win a Super Bowl as long as Jerry Jones is still running the organization. I agree with that. I don't think y'all are winning with him being the head of the company.
I don't want to speak bad mojo in the air. I don't want to do that. Because right now, I'm still the owner.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm still a fan.
Mm-hmm.
and I have pretty high hopes for this year, as I do every year. But you know, we've done really good in free agency. We've gotten a lot of depth pieces on defense. I think the draft. We have to see how the draft goes, right? Honest with you, dude. Like, he's getting old. He's saying some really stupid things. Like, he said something about George Pickens, like something along the lines of like players shouldn't have agents. That's not what he said, but he said something of that nature. It was just really idiotic. You know, I'm getting, not to get political, I'm getting Joe Biden vibes from Jerry Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying there?
I understand exactly. Yeah, 100%.
And you know what? The question was, they will never win.
With him there.
I'm gonna have to agree.
So that goes
I
back
don't.
into-
Here's the thing. I'm still gonna predict them to win the Super Bowl.
So you said in the Super Bowl pod when Seattle won, you said that y'all are going to win in the next 2 to 4 years or something.
So Jerry Jones is gonna die soon.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding. More probably than not, they probably will not, right? But I mean, I'm gonna hope. Again, I think we're gonna be really good next year. I think we're gonna be better next year. I do believe that. Again, Super Bowl saying a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things have to go your way.
But you have to have a good owner.
You have to have a good owner. You have to have a guy that really wants your team to win. And I will say, these free agents have been great. They've been really good, especially for Cowboy standards. Every offseason we're talking about, what's Jerry going to do? You know, and he's done some stuff. And then I'm really interested to see this draft. This draft's really important for us. Anyway, but I'm going to go agree for now.
I agree as well.
The Dark Knight is better than Logan.
Whoa. The Dark Knight is better than Logan.
Shout out Ethan for that one. Okay, think about it. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, disagree.
Yeah, I'd have to disagree.
100%, dude. So
I have to disagree because I did recently. King Wools, shout out King Wools. He did a watch along of The Dark Knight, and I was watching it.
Yeah.
And I was so much more enthralled with the Joker, and like the story was great and the scenes were great, but like something about Logan, man. Like where you know at the end when he's running through the woods, like his time is about to be up, and it's about to be the last time where we see Hugh. And the way he goes out,
he takes those mutant steroids,
bro.
That's one of the best scenes ever. One of my favorite videos ever is Hugh Jackman hooked up to the sound stuff, and he's watching him run through the woods, and he's doing the so you know what I'm talking about? It's the best thing I've ever seen. That whole ending scene where he kills the clone, gets killed by the clone, gets fried, and then man, he holds her hand, Laura's hand, and dies. Oh man. It's just a beautiful scene.
It's
one
a
of
lot
the best
more...
scenes I've ever seen. Best comic book scenes. It's one of my favorite movies ever. The best comic movie ever made, in my opinion.
You think it's the best?
Oh yeah, number one.
Okay.
It's been since I saw it. Nothing's been better than it.
Okay. That's a valid take. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But I'm a sucker for like an emotional movie, and like Project Hail Mary, if it can make me feel like that, it's going to be regarded high. And Logan does that. More than Dark Knight obviously does, but the action in Dark Knight's great. Dark Knight's one of the best movies, comic book
just
movies ever.
the politics and the philosophy in the Dark Knight is just amazing. The fall of a hero, Harvey Dent. I think that's one of the more underrated arcs in that movie. Everyone talks about Heath Ledger. Everyone talks about Batman. Everyone talks about all these things.
Harvey went off the deep end, bro.
Harvey, that's one of the best parts of that movie. That may be my favorite part of that. I mean, that's one of those things where, like, while Heath Ledger gave one of like the greatest performances ever in that movie, people talk about it, but Aaron Eckhart's performance in that was like pretty amazing in that too. It was just overshadowed by one of the greatest performances ever.
Because when I was watching the like watch along thing, when he turned, I completely forgot about like he actually played his Two-Face a little bit towards the end.
So good, man. Yeah.
That was a good question. This was in the media a few weeks ago. Agree or disagree? Logan Paul is a better athlete than Tom Brady. Agree.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Athlete. I'm thinking.
That doesn't say football player.
Who's running a faster 40?
Logan.
Who would run a faster 40 10 years ago?
Logan
Would. right?
Who jumps higher?
Logan.
Who can do a backflip?
If
Logan.
I'm playing basketball,
Who are you
right,
picking?
and I'm with the homeboys, I see Logan Paul and Tom haven't been picked yet.
Logan.
I'm picking Logan.
And
If I'm
dodgeball.
playing dodgeball,
Logan.
I might pick Tom. For the
Logan.
throwing, maybe Tom, but everything else,
Logan.
yeah. Dude, Logan's an athlete,
Logan's an athlete, bro. And
He
if
can
you
do.
watch WWE,
He's 30 years old. He can do backflips still. He's jacked to the gills.
Yeah.
He again
He's a boxer.
was a state champion wrestler, right? He was a good football player. Like, you know, he has the athletic background. I mean, wrestling, you have to be an athlete. You have to be limber, stuff like that.
One of the best in-ring performers today, currently in WWE.
Yeah, he's a showman.
Like when Logan Paul is in a match, even though I may not like his character work, his matches I will always watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Logan Paul is a better athlete.
Word.
I feel like you said that about a lot of NFL players. Like, if I'm taking Logan Paul or he's like a decent NFL quarterback, Joe Burrow.
That's more of a toss-up than Tom Brady and
more
Logan.
of a toss-up.
I just wanted to get this point across because there are some fucking dumbass people when this was popular, and I commented, this isn't even a debate. Logan is way more of an athlete, and they're saying,
especially right now.
You're a Logan Paul dick sucker. Blah, blah,
But
blah,
I would
blah.
even go as far as say, put us in 2016.
Peak,
right?
peak Brady, peak Logan. Logan is winning 10
Logan's
out of
20
10
years
times.
old, and he's always been that jacked. By the way, he's always been
Yeah.
maybe not as big as he is now, but always
He's
been
always
that
been
athletic.
an athlete,
Yeah.
an athletic build.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
it's
I
not even a
wonder what
question,
Logan's
bro.
40 is. I bet it's
I would say it's like a 4.7.
definitely. He's got to be a
Like me.
demon.
Me and
Like
Logan
you?
have the same 40 time.
That's true. Batman v Superman is better than James Gunn's Superman. So you just rewatched this a few days ago for the 10-year anniversary of Batman v Superman. He was of the kind of train of thought where Batman v Superman, I remember liking it, it's good, but, I didn't like this and that, blah, blah, blah. Didn't like the darkness of it, didn't like any of these things. I remember we talked about that on our some of our older podcasts. Mm-hmm. And I made you rewatch, or I didn't make you. You wanted to rewatch it.
I wanted to rewatch it.
And I wanted to, too. We watched the Ultimate Edition, which is a 3-hour cut of it. And you were talking throughout the whole thing. I wish we'd have filmed it, honestly, because you were like, dude, this is amazing. Dude, this is awesome. And I was like, I've been saying this.
Yeah.
Think about it.
So the question is, Henry Cavill.
Agree or disagree, Batman v Superman is, but just the movie
itself
is better than James Gunn, than the Superman 2025. We'll count down to 3. 3, 2, 1. Agree.
Agree.
Hell yeah. No. Before you cry in the comments, before you call me whatever name, you know how many times I saw Superman in the theaters?
3, 4 times?
5 times.
5 times.
I saw this movie, so I love James Gunn's Superman, so don't even sit here and call me a Snyder cultist or whatever.
Yeah.
But Batman v Superman,
bro,
it is the most underrated movie ever.
When Superman rips the roof off of the Batmobile after you see that chase of Ben Affleck, and he tears apart,
Trying to get the kryptonite, yeah.
tears apart the door,
Throws it.
and then Ben Affleck slowly rises.
I mean, that's just the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
It just is remember, they're very similar movies. People don't, they are very, people have talked about this before, like how Lex Luthor set up an overseas or Middle Eastern dilemma and blamed Superman for it and all this stuff. Created a clone of Superman to fight him. Very similar movies. But there are things that I'm going to give. I don't think Batman Superman is way and above better, right? Again, Lex Luthor is obviously miles better in James Gunn's Superman. Mm-hmm. I think the chemistry between Lois and Clark is way better in James Gunn's Superman. But the action in Batman, it's not even a debate. Respectfully, it's not even a debate. I think the cinematography in Batman v Superman is way better.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to talk about the writing. I don't think the writing is that bad. The Martha scene, if you're not,
y'all are fucking stupid.
If you actually use your brain and don't watch YouTube all day and you don't, you have your own thoughts. You don't listen to what people tell you to think.
Yeah.
You're gonna understand what that scene actually means.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful, awesome scene. Yes, it does make sense.
Scene on the rooftop with Lex and Henry Cavill Superman is fucking
the
awesome.
lovely lady in your life. She's safe on the ground. Oh, good guess, but the real love of a boy's life is his mother. And then he like instantly like is mad and he's thrown. Oh, what does he say? What does he say? Who? Oh, God, there's something about devil. Like who who gives birth to demon or something like that? A witch. The trial for a witch, death by fire. That, man, fire, awesome. I don't care.
God versus man.
Day versus night. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham. Fire! And that fight scene, yeah, it was short. It was awesome, dude.
But then you get more action when fucking
Doomsday shows up.
Yeah, bro.
Wonder Woman was awesome. Say what you want about Gal. She's awesome in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
The dream sequences are sick.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then that paired of the beginning, the greatest comic book opening ever with that scene where you see why is this movie called Batman v Superman? That first scene tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything you need to know.
And then pairing it up with Zack Snyder's JL. Holy fuck.
I mean, it's
restore the Snyderverse. Fuck James Gunn.
Whoa, you're saying that?
Yeah. You're
saying that? I see. I can't completely say that because I did like Superman so much. But
if we're getting,
for me, it's really fuck Warner Brothers at that time because they were the ones that fucked everything up. Yeah. Here, think about it. We still haven't seen the full Snyderverse, right? Because the actual Suicide Squad cut still has never been released.
Yeah,
we have. Isn't that crazy to think? You know?
Like that, dude.
Yeah.
I want my Suicide Squad.
Shout out Zack Snyder. You're the guy.
Shout out. Agree or disagree? Antonio Brown was the best wide receiver in the 2010s.
Okay, let's think about that.
Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, Odell,
Megatron,
Calvin Johnson.
When did Megatron retire?
2016.
2016. When did he have his 2,000-yard year? Was that in 2000s? 10s?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Des Bryant's in that list.
I would say yeah. AB is the best receiver
Larry
in
Fitz,
the 2010s. Like when we were growing up. Like we were starting to pay attention more. I would say AB was the best. You could argue Julio, but AB
Julio Jones is dominant.
Shout out AB, baby.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Cause I'm trying to. Megatron though, man, was such a force. But it's also if he retired in 2016.
I don't know if that was the exact.
But I know he didn't. It wasn't too long in the 2010s. And then that was AB's whole tenure.
Oh yeah,
was that time because he crashed out in like the early 2020s, like 2021.
He crashed out.
Or he was crashing
recently, like a few years ago.
Yeah, AB was so good, dude.
Yeah, and he has a Super Bowl.
He has a Super Bowl. Larry Fitz though, man, was one of the most.
AB's better than Fitz.
Prime. If I'm taking Prime AB over Prime.
I'm taking Prime.
I'm not taking Prime Megatron. I'm taking Prime Megatron over Prime AB.
The only receivers out of that I would take would be Prime Megatron, Julio Jones, and that's it.
Des Bryant.
AB's better than Dez, bro. As much as I love throwing up the X.
Yeah, he is. I don't think Dez is that much behind him though.
Yeah, that's a take.
If you watch Prime, that's another. Okay. I'm a Cowboys fan, obviously. I'm going to be.
So you would agree AB is the best receiver of the 2010s?
I was, because I don't have a lot of stats in front of me. Like, top of my head, I would agree, yeah.
Word.
Okay. The Seattle Seahawks will not win Super Bowl 62.
That's next year?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to say disagree.
I agree.
Okay.
Why do you think they will?
Because we didn't really lose anybody significant. I mean, we lost Kenneth Walker, but we're going to be able to replace him. Running back's the easiest position to replace. We're going to make at least a move at the trade deadline. Our draft is going to be spectacular. The only thing that concerns me is how the offensive play calling is going to be, but we got a guy out of the San Francisco play calling tree, out of the Kyle Shanahan tree. So I'm not too worried about that. And the defense is going to be even better. So I'm not too worried about that. The Rams do look scary. Like, majority of the Chiefs' good secondary went to the Rams. Like, what the fuck's going on with that?
I was going to say, I think there's two teams that are stopping y'all for sure. And I would say it's the Chiefs and it's the Rams.
Well, the Chiefs, we would have to see them in the Super Bowl, so.
I think that very well could happen. They have, like, a good pick this year, which is the first time they've had that forever.
Yeah. We'll see, man.
I don't know how healthy Mahomes will be. I'm assuming he'll be, who knows. I just think that'd be too crazy.
You said to win? To win the Super Bowl?
I'm saying win.
Yeah, I disagree. I think we're the best team in football.
Okay. There you go.
Richard Sherman, agree or disagree? Richard Sherman is the top 3 cornerback of all time. Obviously, I agree with that.
Let's think of some quarterbacks.
Deion Sanders and Darrell Revis.
Darrell Revis.
Charles Woodson.
Night
Train Lane.
I'm trying to think. Also more recent,
Patrick
like
Peterson,
2010s.
Xavier Rhodes. Jalen Ramsey.
Better than Jalen Ramsey. Top 3. So you're saying top. If you're saying top 10, it'd be different.
All the time.
So you say he is. So he is. There's
think
2
he's
ahead of
2.
him. You think Deion and Revis are ahead of him?
No.
That's it.
I think he's 2. I think
you
Deion
think
is only ahead of him. I think he's better
not
than
Revis and not Charles Woodson?
No.
Okay.
I think
Why Revis? That's one more curious because Revis was like the lockdown guy.
when they played, Sherm had better stats. I'm pretty sure when they were
They
playing
went head to
at the
head?
same time. No, I'm saying
Oh.
like when they around the same time, Sherm I think had better stats. I think I can be wrong, but obviously like I'm gonna pick Sherm over Revis though.
Thinking that Legion of Boom team, there has been a defense again in recent years that's been that dominant.
Revis was fucking crazy.
But
so,
Revis was like Revis Island.
yeah, I'm gonna
right?
take my guy though. Like I'm going to take Sherman.
And
Strictly,
Charles Woodson was such a force too, man.
and he's from Michigan too. So
From Michigan. Also has a ring.
yep.
I mean, he got injured in that, but it doesn't matter. Still, he got injured making a play.
I'm taking my guy, bro.
Not top 3. Again, those 3 guys you just mentioned. And, again, I don't have, like, a list of corners right here.
Yeah.
But I just don't, again, I just don't think, I just can't, I'm not rage baiting you, I promise.
I mean, you're not a Sherman guy anyways.
Yeah.
So when we see him in the future, I'll let y'all do y'all's talking.
When I see him,
Yeah.
that's fine. If I have a debate with Richard Sherman, I will be the most educated person known to man. I'll prepare for that so hard. Okay. Russell Wilson is one of the worst quarterbacks to ever win a Super Bowl. Think about
Yeah.
all the quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl.
One of the worst?
Fucking like bottom 15.
Fuck, that's hard. I mean, obviously I'm going to say like the guys like in the early 70s and shit are bad compared to Russ. I think Russ is more talented than them.
Okay.
He's better than Joe Flacco. He's better than Nick Foles. Are we talking about quarterbacks that started?
Started in the
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's better than. I was about to say Cam Newton.
No. He's I don't.
He's better than Jalen Hurts.
Is he?
The prime, yeah. When Russ won the Super Bowl and Seattle Russ there for a little bit was in the MVP conversation for like 2 to 4 years straight. We want to just forget about.
I'll
that
say
because
better.
of what
I'll say
happened.
better than Jalen.
Better
Of course,
than
I think
Hurts.
Jalen's ass. So
Better than Sam Darnold.
yeah.
Better than.
There's a few really. There's a few shitters on there. There's a few
Yeah, I
real
don't-
shitter. Brad Johnson. You don't
He's
even
better
know who that
than-
is.
I was
He's
gonna
better
say
than
that.
Trent Dilfer.
Okay.
You don't even know who that is, right?
I've
That's
heard
exactly.
of Trent Dilfer.
He was the
Bengals?
quarter. No, Ravens.
Ravens.
He ran the
that
elite.
was
He
the
ran
Ray
the Elite
Lewis
11. Yeah. That talk about defense wins championships.
Yeah, that.
It's because of that.
He better than Eli. When Eli won the Super Bowl, yeah.
You think so?
I would take Russ. I would take Seattle Russ over Eli.
It's a good take. So I would say if I were to really go down like top 15 worst quarterbacks, would Russ be on that list? You think? Just like again, you have nothing in front of you, just off of your head, that you like the knowledge that you know.
No,
Okay.
I think bias would come in there a little bit.
There
With
you go.
me,
Okay.
but I don't think he's one of the worst.
I agree. I just want to see what you thought of that.
Hell yeah!
But my next question is a lot more fun.
Is this
Oh.
a two-parter?
Can I? It'll make it more fun if I just say this one. Can I?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold is one of the worst quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl. Top 15. If you're talking bottom 15, there's been 60-something Super Bowls. 61 Super Bowls.
I'll say maybe.
I'm going to go agree.
I'm not saying agree or disagree. I'm saying maybe because I don't have a list.
Okay.
But that is, if I'm saying agree, that is not because Sam himself sucks. It's
I'm just simply
compared to
saying-
Super Bowl champion quarterbacks.
Okay.
But we don't disrespect Sam Darnold on his podcast.
So you would probably agree?
Maybe.
Okay. There you go.
So I'll say that.
Okay, you're next. So you can do 2 in a row if you want. I just wanted that 2-parter there.
Agree or disagree? Hockey is the most physical, taxing sport on your body.
So, again, I'm not a hockey fan, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know ball, I know puck. Bang. There's rugby, though, right? Which
Hockey's
is
more physical
pretty
taxing.
damn physical. Football's very physical. I'm trying to think of all the physical sports. Wrestling's pretty physical. I don't know though. In hockey though, like there are literally sessions where they'll just drop it and just let them fight it out.
They play with broken legs, broken arms, broken
Like,
shoulders, broken collarbones.
They literally just like they'll literally like I've seen the refs like stop the game and like let them fight real quick.
The disc that the puck that they hit, they freeze it. It is hard frozen rubber that they are shooting like how fast pitchers throw.
Yeah. Based on what I've seen,
and they only have like shoulder pads that are like right here. There's nothing that's covering their arms.
All the guys have no teeth.
Sleeve. Most of the guys have no teeth because they're getting hit in the mouth.
I'm gonna go agree.
Bet, me too.
Because I don't even know that much, and just from what I've seen, it just looks pretty rough.
I agree as well. Agree or disagree? The Big Ten is now the superior conference in all of college sports. Agree.
So as of right now, as of this sporting year, Indiana has won football. UCLA has won college women's basketball. Michigan has won men's college basketball.
We run wrestling as well. Iowa, Penn State, one of them won the Natty in that.
And those are just Midwestern. So all the sports that are left aside from baseball are just Midwestern, northern sports, right? So
past Natty champs in football have been all Big Ten.
Yeah, past 3. Who won basketball last year?
Florida.
Okay.
And then UConn back to back.
Okay.
So Big East.
You know what, man? Based on like this year, I gotta say Big Ten.
Right. You heard it.
Against it would just be anti-fact.
You heard it, Paul Fine bum.
It just is. Yeah. It just is. So I'll agree. There you go.
W ball knowledge.
It ends this year though.
Who ends that?
I don't know. Someone's gonna end it.
All right, dude.
It'll be someone, especially in football.
Paul Feinbaum over here.
Paul Feinbaum's ended it.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it himself.
That guy, man.
You want to do another one? Because I did 2 in a row.
How many do you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You go. So I have 3 left.
J.J. McCarthy is one of the worst quarterbacks to win a national championship in recent years.
In recent years, so what are we talking?
I'm gonna go since we're in 2026 now, past 10 years since 2016.
Can you name off the quarterbacks for me?
Okay, so we got. So this year was Fernando. You're taking J.J. Last year was Will Howard. I'm taking Will Howard. I'm taking Will Howard. Year before that and the year before that was Stetson.
And
then Stetson. I'm taking Stetson. Year before that was not Bryce Young. It was Stetson.
Bryce.
Bryce never won an Natty.
He didn't?
That was 2021. So was that Mac Jones? Mac Jones in college that 1 year? Taking Mac Jones. Year before that was 2020 year. So that was Burrow. Yeah, year before that was 2019, which was
Trevor
Lawrence. No, it wasn't Trevor. Was it Trevor? Trying to think. Yeah, it was Trevor. Okay, you're taking Trevor. The year before that was Tua. It was Jalen Hurts. That was the Jalen Hurts Tua year. That year. We'll say Tua because he won the game.
JJ.
Over college. Yeah, off of that college Tua.
Not the Tua that we know and love. That Tua right there in the Natty. I'm taking JJ.
The one that threw the game-winning touchdown.
That had 1 pass. Yeah.
It was a dot pass. Anyway, okay, fine. Open. Who's before that? I should have wrote this down. That's on me.
I'll take Tua.
I'll take Tua.
I'll stop trolling.
Okay, and then 2017. That was I'm trying to think of like Heisman's and stuff because that helps me out a lot.
Was that Bama as well?
I think Bama has a few of them. Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
you're taking
Deshaun Watson.
You're taking Deshaun Watson over him for sure. You're taking 2016. Was that?
2014 was Ohio State.
Was that Cardale Jones?
No, 2014 was Ohio State.
It was Cardale Jones. Cardale Jones was that year. The one the Zeke year.
Zeke was 2014.
It was the 2015 season. Okay, fine. The next year was. God, we suck. But again,
JJ's better than some of those that you named.
But he would be like top 2 worst probably.
No,
I think
all
all of those guys are better than JJ.
He's better
McCarthy.
than Stetson.
No, he's not.
He's better than Stetson. Will Howard.
Not better than Will Howard. I'll maybe give you Will Howard. That's it.
All right.
College Will Howard was so good in that.
Yeah.
Okay. He was.
Uh-huh.
Hate to tell you. Anyway.
What was the question?
J.J. McCarthy is one of the worst quarterbacks to win a Natty in recent years.
No.
Let's say past 10.
Disagree.
I agree. Okay. That's fine.
This would be interesting. Agree or disagree, Diego Pavia will have a better NFL career than Kyler Murray.
There's a lot of people that are be watching this be like, duh, it's obvious. No, it's not. Off subject. I watched his Gruden camp last night. Hour-long video. Dude, I think you should give it a look.
Matthew
It's
said
actually really good.
He watched it and he was like, dude, he's going to be a stud in the UFL.
Fuck it. I love Matthew. He's
In the
like
UFL.
top 5 person ever. In the UFL?
In the
Haha,
UFL.
funny. Yeah.
That's what he said.
Listen, dude.
You thought I said NFL, didn't you?
I don't like Matthew anymore. Never mind. I lied. Listen, dude. Here's the thing. If it takes Diego maybe playing a year or two in the UFL, that'd be okay. He'll do it. He'll play good. He'll play great even.
Will he have a better NFL career than Kyler Murray?
Yes. I agree. He's going to.
Where does he get drafted?
All he's been doing.
Where does he get drafted?
Hold on. His whole football life, he has been told that he's too little, that he can't do it. Everything that's being told about him right now is all he's lived with his whole life. Like, this is not new to him. He's a competitor. He's a baller. He's awesome. He's got the swag. He knows that he can compete and do well. He has competed at the highest level and done well. So, I think he will.
We'll see. I disagree.
I don't know where he's going to get drafted to, though.
I disagree.
I think he will get drafted, though. People are saying he's going to go undrafted. He will get drafted somewhere.
Diego Pavia will not have a better career than Kyler Murray.
He will. I disagree. Okay. Disagree hella. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I guess it is since you went. Okay.
Nitty gritty.
A real Michigan Wolverine fan should, no matter under any circumstance, root for Ohio State. Unless, of course, it benefits them somehow. Like if Ohio State were to win something, it would boost Michigan up in the rankings or something. Unless it benefits Michigan somehow, under no circumstance, if Michigan is not involved, they should not root for Ohio State under any circumstances.
I mean, I agree, but I'm a players guy as well. Like, I know where you're going with this.
Where am I going with it?
Game.
Where am I going with it?
The Ohio State Notre Dame Natty.
Who'd you root for?
I rooted for Jeremiah Smith.
What team was he on? I forget. Sorry.
Ohio State.
Okay, so you rooted for Ohio State.
I rooted for Jeremiah Smith, and I rooted for Travion Henderson and Amika Ibuka.
Wow, you just love Ohio State players.
Because the whole season, I was seeing on my feed the way that Travion Henderson and Amika Ibuka and players on Ohio State were doing like different, like huddled up circles, like at nighttime, doing
like
prayer circles. Yeah, and I like that. I didn't see that stuff coming from Notre Dame. I know they're a Catholic school or whatever.
That's all they do.
I didn't see that stuff on my feed. I'm not the biggest Marcus Freeman fan or just Notre Dame in general.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was rooting strictly for players, not the brand. And Big Ten supremacy.
That's so gay.
I don't root for Ohio State. I root for the players. I like
Let
players.
us know in the comment section. Is this valid? Is what he said valid? Michigan fans.
Yeah, you try to put me in a pickle and back me up in a corner.
I got you now. You're stuck in that corner.
I got out, actually.
No.
I swam.
You're stuck. I built a wall around that corner.
Agree or disagree, the Batman 2 will be better than the Batman?
Disagree.
Really? Even with Sebastian Stan as Harvey Dent, Barry Keoghan maybe being as Joker?
I think it's going to be really good. I just don't... There's just been so much going on. It's taken so long to come out. There's something going on there that I just don't know what it is.
They're about to be filming.
I know. Yeah, it should have came out. Let's be honest. It came out in 2022. Should have came out 2 years ago, for being honest. But that's okay.
Wanted the script to be perfect.
So again, there's been so many delays, so much stuff happening behind the scenes, and I just don't see them really replicating that. I don't know why. It's just a gut feeling, I guess. I know there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. I think it's gonna be. I don't want to say Joker 2 situation because Joker 2 is so ass.
There's no way it's gonna be that bad.
And I don't think Batman 2 is going to be a bad movie by any means. I just don't think it's going to be as good as the Batman.
That's fair. I disagree just because I don't want, the Batman was so good and I think it's better than TDK. Like, it's going to be hard for the Batman 2 to be better than that, but I think the Batman 2 will be good.
Solid. Okay. All right. Dune Part 3 is going to be the greatest science fiction film ever.
No.
I agree. I mean, I disagree. Or wait, no, I said it is. I do agree. I think it will be the greatest science fiction film ever. Dune Part 2 is already close to that for me. Honestly, I would take it over all the Star Wars movies. I would take it over the Alien movies. I would take it over the Terminator movies. I would take it over
a few. There's a bunch of science fiction movies out there. I think Dune Part 2 is a masterpiece, one of the greatest films ever made, and
It has a chance. Like, I don't want to.
if it's better than Dune Part 2, it will be.
I don't know. Science fiction is the best genre in film, so like it easily could be with how good, like you said, Dune 2 was,
Yep.
Dune 1, Dune 3. The trailer was nuts, so no telling what we're gonna get out of that. I'm gonna say disagree for now.
Okay. There you go.
My last question. Agree or disagree? Doomsday will be the best MCU movie we've ever gotten.
No. Disagree. I just don't think it will be.
Have you heard what the opening's gonna be?
The X-Men getting slaughtered? Oh, what?
It's gonna be Beast, and Beast has a device that like kills people or kills different anchor beings, and it's Hugh Jackman fighting Tobey Maguire.
There's no way it's going to be that. I hope it is, though. If that's the case, then it will be. But I just, again, like, Civil War is just so amazing. That's my number one. Better than Infinity War, I just don't know if it's going to be those good. But those were both directed by the Russo brothers, who are directing this, so I don't put it past them.
I think the better thing would be top 3, and I'd easily say agree. I think Doomsday would be a top 3 MCU movie.
Give me top 5, I'll agree.
But best one has a big hill to climb.
I think the Russo brothers are fighting themselves on that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Civil War and Infinity War.
And Winter Soldier, man. Crazy.
It's going to be better than Winter Soldier.
There you go. My last question, the last question of the day. Agree or disagree? Odyssey will be better than Oppenheimer.
Yes.
I'm going to have to disagree.
Yes.
Oppenheimer is quite literally a top 10 film of all time for me. I just don't... I hope it is. But you know how much Oppenheimer means to me. You know how incredible that film is. And it definitely has the capability. I
think I'm going to like Odyssey better.
If Nolan is able to... Again, in the accolades Oppenheimer got. R-rated biopic about a nuclear physicist.
Yeah.
Making over $900 million. Winning 7 Oscars, including Best Actor, Best Picture. If Odyssey is able to... Oscars, that doesn't mean anything. But if it's able to, make that money, have similar audience reception, all-time legacy audience reception, I think it's time to consider Nolan to be the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm not even kidding, dude.
Consider him the GOAT, though,
We consider him a GOAT, not the GOAT.
Who's the GOAT? Martin
Scorsese. Or Steven Spielberg. But if you're able to have 2 movies like that, like an Oppenheimer, if you're to, like, Oppenheimer times 2, obviously they're way different movies, but, like, similar... crowd reception, just all around, just a pure success. There's just no to argue that would be just to be anti-fact, right?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I hope it is, though. I just don't think it will. But that's still, I give Oppenheimer like a 45,000 billion jillion out of 10, right? So if Odyssey's a 20,000 out of 10, it's still going to be amazing. I just don't think it'll hit that level for me.
I think I'm going to come out and like the story better than I did with Oppenheimer, just because it's a hero's journey type of thing.
That's probably going to be awesome, too. I'll tell you something. All right, guys, that is it. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We talked about a lot of stuff today. I hope you kind of got to know us a little bit better. We haven't done anything like that in a while. So let us know, guys, do you want to see more than that? As always, thank you so much for watching.